It's Jay. It's Jay. It's Jay. Ciao. Halito. It's WHITEKILLER Seminole Nation radio program for today, Tuesday, April the 20th. I'm here with, she said, I'm a reader. I said, no, you're a broadcast journalist now. But I'm here with Johnson Valley program and fellow co-worker DANITA. How are you doing this today?
Great.
Good.
Awesome.
There you go. I'll push the microphone just a little bit. There you go. We're here today. Want to share some information with you. Get a little bit of updates for some things that are happening this week, and just to provide you with some good vibes. We're sending some good vibes out today. A lot of things happening. Sending some good vibes out. But DANITA, what's new on your front? Anything you got? Johnson O'Malley program. We got the band chiefs have met last week. We'll talk about that at the end. I want to talk about some of the band chiefs, what we're talking about. But
nothing. I'm not shy. I'm just trying to think. Let's see. I know there's state testing this week.
State testing going on, yes,
so
for students.
keep all our little children, grandchildren, older students in your prayers.
Yeah.
Some of them started last week, and there's some this week.
Well, they do good. I know the 9-year-old, she was all excited about getting up. She's been getting up early. Just catch that bus. She goes, Uncle Bo, I got testing this week. I'm like, okay, get after it. Get some. And she's like, yeah, but she's all excited, so that's good. Yeah, keep them in prayers. They're good. They're doing some hard work. Future tribal leaders there, huh? That's what it is. The future tribal leaders there getting ready for state testing. All right. Well, we've wanted to share some information regarding our chief. He lost his father last week on Friday, and today will be the funeral services at 2 o'clock there at Walker Funeral for Larry Chilcote. So we lift up our chief and his family at this time, and with all the other families that we know and love within the Seminole Nation community. We just offer this moment of silence for their losses, and we lift up the families at this time. Mado. And now we got some news. I'm going to try to take a pause in this in the middle of it, but it is election week. It's filing week, and I want to thank Dennis for putting that out there. He does a job in the morning on Tradio from 8:30 to 9:30, putting our election information out. It is election filing week, so if you know someone that wants to run for council, general counsel, assistant chief, or chief, here's a public notice that was put out from the election office. So take notice that pursuant to Article 10 of the Constitution of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma and pursuant to Title 10 of the Code of Laws of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma, a general election will be held for the offices of chief, assistant chief, and council members on July 10th, 2021. Polling location sites are Sasakwa Community Building, the Strother Community Building, the North Community Building at Miccosukee Mission, Crooked Oak Public Schools in Oklahoma City, and the Shawnee Middle School at Shawnee, Oklahoma. And polls will open at 7 a.m. and close at 7 p.m. pursuant to Title 10. Voters may vote at any polling location in any election. In order to vote in the election, an individual must be a tribal member of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma and at least 18 years of age. A valid tribal membership card or any other form of photo identification issued by a governmental authority must be presented at the time of voting. Absentee ballots shall be available to voters unable to vote at a polling location site. Absentee ballot request forms are being accepted by the Election Board office until June 10th, 2021 at the close of business at 3 p.m. The Election Board office is located at the North Community Building in Miccosukee Mission. You can reach them by calling 405-652-1095. That's 405-652-1095. Entrance to the election board is on the south side of the building. I'll say again, entrance to the election board is on the south side of the building. Social distance protocols are in effect, and the office is open by appointment only, so please call. You can call from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. The absentee ballots for the primary election must be received by the post office no later than the last mail run of July 10th. Take further notice that the election of chief and assistant chief shall be at large. No candidate for chief or assistant chief shall be considered elected unless he or she has received the majority of the votes cast. If a candidate for chief or assistant chief does not receive the required majority of votes cast, a runoff election will be held on August 7th, 2021. In the event of a runoff election, ballots will be cast in the same locations used for the primary election from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Absentee ballot requests for the runoff election must be received by the election board by close of business from 3 p.m. or July 19th, 2021. Absentee ballot requests shall be automatically mailed to those who requested an absentee ballot in the primary election. The absentee ballots for the said runoff election must be received by the election board no later than the last mail run on August 7th, 2021. And take further notice that the election of council members shall be by band, and council members shall be elected by a plurality of the votes cast. Tie votes for council members shall be decided by their bands. And this is a public notice by Dr. Stephanie Bills, the election board chairman of Seminole Nation of Oklahoma. And again, entrance to the south side by appointment only at the North Community Building. This read right here, I'll post it on the website and put it on. It's actually posted on our social media sites, so it's out there. But I will post it on the website if anybody wanted to look at it. Ooh, Danita, take it away.
Seminole Nation recently received a large donation of hand sanitizer from the International Indian Treaty Council, MODO IITC. Another drive-through distribution will be happening this Thursday, April the 22nd from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. In case of inclement weather, change will be posted.
Right, we got another a diabetes donation that we're going to hand out this Thursday. So just come on by, get your donation.
Diabetes Program Director Amanda Upshaw and her Seminole Nation Diabetes and CHR crew announced the CHR Community Trash Pickup Day at Miccosukee Mission from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Look for the group gathering at the Wellness Center or Light Horse area, inviting all tribal members, employees, and local residents to come out and help CHR pick up trash around the SNO community. A roll-off dumpster will be on site for anyone with trash to be properly disposed of. For more information, contact 405-234-5275. The cell number is 405-584-7974.
The Wolk Indian Health Clinic will be sponsoring 3 upcoming COVID-19 vaccination outreach dates. Today, from 11 to 1, I know they started this morning. Today, April 20th, the Wolk Indian Health Clinic will be at the First Baptist Church, the Bridge Gym in Seminole. Anyone 18 and over is eligible. Please bring driver's license and social security card. Appointments are preferred, but walk-ins also welcome. For more information on this and the next 2 sites that I read, you may call 405-257-7520 to make an appointment. Again, call 405-257-7520 to make an appointment to this one and the next 2 vaccination outreaches. The next one will be a drive-through Moderna COVID-19 vaccine outreach will be held April 22nd from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Kanawha Community Center, Veterans Park. So anyone 18 and over is eligible. Please bring your driver's license, social security card. Appointments are preferred, but walk-ins also welcome. And then a third drive-through Moderna COVID-19 vaccine outreach will be held April 27th from 9 to 1 at the Sasakwa Elementary School Gym. That's Sasakwa Elementary School Gym, April 27th. Anyone 18 and over is eligible. Please bring your driver's license, social security card. Appointments are preferred, but walk-ins also welcome. Again, these 3 sites today at the Bridge, 22nd at Kanawha Community Center, and 27th at Sasakwa Elementary School. You can make an appointment at 405-257-7520.
The Seminole Nation is the equal an equal opportunity employer other than Seminole Nation, tribal member, Indian preference. Selection for this position will be made without regard to race, sex, color, age, marital status, national origin, or any other non-merit factor. The following jobs with the Seminole Nation are accounts payable specialist with fiscal department, general ledger, account 1 with fiscal department, child advocate with tribal court, bailiff with tribal court, family service worker with Head Start,
a lead
cook mission center with Head Start, director, Head Start, inventory control specialist with procurement, social services director. For more information, contact the Seminole Nation Human Resources Department located at the Seminole Nation website, sno-nsn.gov, under the Careers tab to find these current job listings.
Buh.
I had a mind space.
No. It did. We're reading from a script that I typed up, and for some reason the commas didn't go where they're supposed to.
It's all ran together.
It just ran together. You did good though. Good punt. Good punt, Danita. Live radio, I love it. The Seminole Nation Division of Commerce, SINDOC, lists the following job openings: aquaponics technician now I'm going to get it. Aquaponics technician in Seminole, an entry-level cashier full-time at Wewoka, entry-level cashier part-time in Wewoka, and a store manager full-time in Wewoka, which pays $15 an hour. So if you're looking for a good job at store manager, go to Wewoka there. Entry-level cashier full-time at Kanawha, an entry-level cashier part-time at Kanawha, and entry-level cashier full-time in Seminole, entry-level cashier part-time Seminole. So Seminole, Wewoka, Kanawha each have jobs with SINDOC, as well as the aquaponics technician in Seminole. So to find SINDOC job listings and to put your resume in, go to SNDOCOK, SINDOCOK.applicantpro.com, SINDOCapplicantpro.com, or you can call 405-382-3562, or locate their social media page where they have an active social media site on Facebook if you just type in on search SINDOC. A shout out to our Historic Preservation Office, as they were recent guests at the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum. It's formerly the National Cowboy Hall of Fame. They were there to visit the Spiral Mound and Southeast Cultural exhibit, which is going on. Our very own Jake Tiger has been asked to create his display of traditional clothing that he has handmade, and it will be on display at the museum. The HPO department will do some Seminole historical and cultural presentations, as well as a hunting camp display on Saturday, May 8th at the museum. And I have a flyer here, and again, all this information, if you go to the Historic Preservation Office Facebook page, they'll have they're pretty active on that and kind of post what they've been doing. But this flyer is a celebration of culture, which is May 8th, 2021 at 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Again, this will be in Oklahoma City at the formerly known Cowboy Hall of Fame, but the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum is what it's known as. Complimentary refreshments during this celebration, exclusive luncheons, Seminole Stomp Dance, and artist demonstrations. Flyer states, more than a decade in the making, Spyro and the Art of the Mississippian World is the first major exhibition focused on the spiral mounds of southeastern Oklahoma, featuring more than 170 artifacts. This exhibition explores the religious and ceremonial activities, farming and hunting practices, and daily life of the Spyro people. Please join us for a day as we celebrate this exhibition before it closes on May 9th. It'll close on May 9th. So on May 8th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., complimentary tea, water, coffee, and from 10 to 2, artist demonstrations, members, VIP, and Stomp Dance luncheon. And Principal Chief Greg Chilcote and Assistant Chief Lewis Johnson will be there giving their remarks. At 1:30, 3:30, Seminole Stomp Dance. So more information is on the flyer, and to contact RSVP Jordan Hopkins at the National Cowboy Museum. Again, this is an exhibit exhibition will be going on May 8th with our very own Seminole Historic Preservation Office and Executive Department in line.
The Seminole Nation Diabetes Program and WeWoka IHS is collaborating in the Shades and Braids 5K 1 mile fun run and walk.
Run for
May 1st, 2021. Skin Cancer Awareness Month. Shades and Braids 5K 1 mile fun run and walk. Registration is at 7:15. The 1 mile's at 8 o'clock. And the 5K is at 8:15. Call Renee to register at 405-257-7364.
And this is free.
And it's free.
Yeah, it's all free.
It's hosted by the WeWoka Indian Healthcare Center and the Seminole Nation Diabetes Program. You can also register online at
Ooh.
It's a lot.
I would say just
HTTPS //
I would just say go to runsignup.com and then look up Seminole and it'll come up.
Yes, go to runsignup.com and look up Seminole Shades and Braids 5K and Fun Run.
I'm getting there with my braids. It's coming. Shaking my braids. I'm getting there. I'm trying. Happy birthday shout outs to Chad Coker, Nathaniel Mitchell, Jordan Harjo, Kyla Harjo, James Russell Mann, Mitchell Tilley, Franklin Sanchez, Rhonda Shaw Yellowfish, Israel Izzy Camp, boy, that's the hardest working man. Seminole Maintenance, Carrie Underwood, Esther Loudon, sister over there, across the river, Thomas Billy, Maggie Marthley up there in Canada, Scott Robinson, Brandon West, James Beck and Jeff Beck, the Beck boys, Miss Wanda Buck, Christy Woodard, Trevin Harjo, and Rocky Raquel Cully. Happy birthday to you guys. Anniversaries, we do have Wayne and Annie Shaw. Celebrating an anniversary yesterday. He said, everybody leave me alone. So I'm going, go hide. I said, all right, get it, Uncle Wayne. And I don't know what I wrote about this. Dennis, who is Sugar Cookie? So I wrote this down on here. I was like, I heard him talking to Sugar Cookie. I sure liked that. I said, "What? That is one of our radio callers." And I like that. It stuck with me for some reason. Made me think of home. I wrote down my script to ask Dennis Sugar Cookie. All right, we're getting to the end of the week of what's going on here in the nation, and I just want to kind of catch you up and not necessarily put Danita on the spot, but just kind of get her thoughts about this. As I'm Tom Palmer Band, she's my Tom Palmer Band Chief, but we've been involved in these meetings and that they've had with the band chiefs on Monday nights. This Thursday will be a special call general council meeting. It'll be held at 7 p.m. It'll be virtual. We will provide a link to it, but we're urging you to contact your band chief and representatives on this issue to be discussed on the agenda. And that issue is the funding for 3 light horse officers and equipment as we expand because of the recent McGirt issue, the issuance of the McGirt decision. We recently are starting to look at some of the ways that we can continue the growth within the Seminole Nation, and part of that is with our safety, public safety, and law enforcement. And they were definitely in discussions with the band chiefs about how we can fund this. I think the last band meeting was really indicative of how the band chiefs are actually working together and what they're talking about. And what are some things, this is your first year as a band chief, and kind of, if you would, just explain a little bit about how and what you're looking at and what you're observing as band chiefs. What are some of the things that you're, as a newbie, what are some of these things that you're looking at, or what are you learning?
What am I learning? Like I said before, like when we have our band chief meetings, we all come together and discuss issues like that our bands bring to us. Mm-hmm. You know, our band members may bring issues that they're having. with things going on within the tribe, and they just want them to be voiced, so we're their voice for them, so we bring those up and talk about them. Each band may have something similar to each other, or we may have the same thing going on, and it's me. I don't say much at the band chiefs meeting, but the past couple of meetings I have, I'm getting better. I'm not shy, and people that know me know I'm not shy, but I just more observe and trying to take in, because I am a newbie. I am new, I don't know everything. And all the other band chiefs have been there for years, so it's like good to get information, and
how do you think the conversation has actually been going? I mean, with what you've seen and what you've heard, how's the conversation with the band chiefs? How would you characterize that? Say there's a listener out there that's like, what are they talking about in these meetings? How would you characterize it?
You would put me on the spot.
You are a band chief. you are a band chief.
Like, for me, it's good and informational, because we come together, with different problems or things that are going on in the tribe. Or chief may bring things that need, like this light horse thing,
right.
That needs special attention, or different things going on in the tribe. And as a band chief, it's my responsibility to take that back to my band members, to explain to them, what we talked about in the band chiefs meeting, and, for us to figure out, if it's a yes, no, or what can we do, or maybe we could do something different. We could bring that up, but it's for me to take it back to my people, to my band, my band members, so they'll be informed on what's going on in the nation. So, what
are some of the friction points? And this is what we talked about. I've talked with the band chiefs going forward. What are some of the friction points about the communication between band chiefs to the constituents? In other words, technology. How are you using technology? I know some bands are active on social media, and some of the discussion is done through social media. I mean, what kind of friction are you facing communicating that back to the people?
What do you mean, like what I use?
Yeah. Is there some areas that are kind of an obstacle in trying to get information back to the people?
Maybe like having meetings and getting people just to actually come, because we actually still do our meetings. We do our meetings at the gym, if it's open, and we're able to do our meetings before. But most of the time, it's kind of hard to get people together. And then one time, I think I actually used social media for a meeting, but that's when everything was really, really bad and people weren't. But it's just actually having meetings, in person, so everyone can come together. And
I know that was discussed at the last band chiefs meeting about possibly getting all the representatives in one area to talk in an informal setting, to just let's just share the information. I thought that was a good idea, and it was brought up one of the band chiefs, and with that gym, I mean, we can have a place that we can utilize and do it in a safe, social distancing way. Just got to do it. What would you encourage, just coming into it and kind of bringing it back around, what would you encourage someone, because we're electing officials here in July, what would you encourage someone thinking about becoming a band chief or a general council member or assistant chief or chief? What would you encourage?
I guess always remember that we come from a matriarchal society, and I'm always about, females can do anything, but, our people are matriarchal. We follow our mothers, and I'm going to get emotional. Hold on. I'm getting my voice. But, you know, I just always feel like we need to go back to that matriarchal society, you know, but remember where you come from. If you want to change, you want to be a band chief, get active in your band, not just a band chief. Get active in your band, you know. I was kind of, it was weird because I was just kind of not really thrown into this. I thought about it, and it was odd because, you know, I called my former, well, vice band chief, well, she still is, but she's my aunt. You know, I called her and I said, band chief elections were coming up. And I said, Auntie, you should run for band chief, you know. She's like, no, you should run for band chief. And I kind of giggled, you know. And I was like, no, because, you know, I'm not really into politics, anything like that. But, you know, I know where I come from. I know about my band, you know. And there's stuff that I may not know, but I'm learning, you know. I know a lot about our history, you know, our tribal history. But I'm slowly still learning stuff. And she was like, no, you should do it. So I thought, well, okay, I'll do it. You know, my auntie, that's like my mother, my other mother. So I'm like, okay, I'll do it, you know. But it's been, at first I was real leery about it, but I thought, well, I always wanted to do this when I was younger because it was like to either be a representative on council or a band chief. Because to me, that was something cool growing up because we always went to meetings. Even when we weren't old enough to vote or whatever, we always went. Our parents took us. My dad would go to his, my mom would go to hers. We always went. We were always there, you know, and it was just something that was really interesting to me. You know, growing up, I seen it all my life, and I thought, whenever I have kids, that's what I want to do. Now my daughter gets dragged to meetings. You know, she's old enough to vote, and so now she gets dragged. I even drag my other nieces that I think of as my daughters, you know, to meetings too, but they're not old enough to vote. But it's just something that was always interesting to me and something I wanted to be a part of. And I thought, well, one day when I grow up, I'll do that. So now I guess I'm grown and this is what I want to do, but I always wanted to be a voice for my people, you know, somehow for my tribe or even just working for the tribe. But I've always wanted to do something like that. And I thought, well, I was kind of scared at first, but now I'm learning, you know, because I see all the other band chiefs. Some of these band chiefs are seasoned. They've been, you know, you learn from the best, you know, and I've learned from my aunt. So
that's good. I mean, that's knowledge. It's experience there that I think a lot of us share. We just hadn't ever stepped forward and made that effort. And I think there's quite a few people out there that may want to see change, but you know, ask yourself, are you part of the problem or are you part of the solution? You know, we got to ask ourselves as a nation, are we part of the problem or are we part of the solution? And be honest with it, you know. And I think that what you're talking about there is getting involved is it's just like voting too. You know, we can sit back and complain, but unless you actually vote or, you know, it doesn't matter who you vote for, just get out there and vote, you know, get out there and vote. And you know, I appreciate you sharing that because there's I feel like there's a lot of folks that want to get involved but just haven't had an opportunity. Yeah,
don't complain. I mean, if you don't vote, get out there and vote. 18 and up, you know, encourage your kids, your grandkids, encourage your nieces, your nephews, your own children, you know, get out there and vote. You know, even if they live far away, there's absentee ballots. They can always get them and vote, you know.
And find out the facts. Find out the facts, because there's a lot of stuff that social media. I've seen this on Facebook. And believe it to be gospel. But find out the facts, because social media, as we've seen, not only with the previous election nationally, that it's just kind of run rampant. Just find out the facts. You know, just find out, rather than I heard this, I heard that. Find just facts. Facts matter. They really do.
Yeah.
They really do. So, With that, I think we're going to, we're just going to keep plugging along. And I thank you for sharing today, Danita, and being a broadcast journalist, not just a reader. So, but again, I just want to put out there that, and this one's for Johnny Ringo. Remember, a mask is better than a ventilator. Home is better than ICU. Prevention is better than a cure. It's not curfew. It's care for you. So, Danita, you got any final words?
Seminole Nation Diabetes Program. They have a boot camp on Monday nights and Thursday nights. It's from 5:30 to 6:30. We started 15, almost 20 strong. Now there's 3 of us still going, but but we go.
But you go, yeah, they're out there.
But we go, and I said it doesn't matter what health level you're on, or if you don't think you can move very fast. Anybody can, because I have issues, but I still get out there and work out. And I do it on my level. I know my level, so I do it on my level, and I get a workout because sometimes it hurts me. I'll be hurting. No, but yes, you're invited to come. I think it's going to run till the end of the month. They may run into May. If they do, it'll be posted out. But just get in contact with someone at Chifigny Wellness or CHR program. Wellness program.
We'll post it repost it on the website. But Danita,
Thursday night.
She's got that energy. See, it makes you have that energy. You got to come out there. She got up at 5 o'clock this morning, so she's going at 3 o'clock. She's going to wind down.
I have been exercising, and to date, I can officially say I have lost 25 pounds.
All right.
From the end of the year and it's noticeable, but to me, I'm still trying to wear big girl clothes. So. But it's noticeable. But if I can do it, anybody can do it.
There you go.
I'm not a Jenny Craig success story, but I'm just saying anybody can lose weight. No. Change your diet and move.
There's that energy. It's working. Thank you, boot camps. You got that energy. It's like all day.
Camp. Mado boot camp.
All right, with that, we'll close out another edition of the Simulation Radio Program. We're your host, Bo Whitekiller, with Danita Halata, and we are out. Hadam Chi Chafalis, and pray for one another. Lift each other up in kindness. Mado.